Instagram.
You're not gonna live on Instagram.
Well, apparently I'm not living on
YouTube
either.
spot.
Look, it's completely blacked out.
Let me try it back.
Are you still going to try it again?
What the fuck is up with this shit?
Yeah, that'll be.
Where the hell is your camera thing on this? Right here.
It doesn't. You can't do anything because I've already picked the camera.
But it has its own.
I'm literally sharing the screen, and it's completely black. Why would you do that? I was gonna go into the stream on my phone to see if it was sharing anything.
No, yeah, but which one do you share?
That one.
Share.
Is it even live? It's not even.
Alex, you're on your own account, my guy.
I know. Oh look.
Account, my guy.
Wait. That makes everything so much weirder.
Hey, Alex, you're live, bruh.
Well, I guess we're just gonna continue it because obviously we're working and I don't want to restart it. So
Yeah.
if I mess it up, I mess it up. We're not gonna do all that. So anyway, good morning, Hump Day guys. Trading. That's what's up. All right, let's get into it. So we're having some technical difficulties on my YouTube streaming screen. I only got a black screen, so I cannot see anything I'm doing. But on my phone, it looks like we've got visual and everything like that. So we should be good to go ahead and trade as usual. Let's just hope that it records correctly. All right, give me a second. All right, let's get into it. So I got a little nap because that I'm live if I can't see anything anyway. Alrighty, and what we got on time? We got a little under 10 minutes. I think we'll go ahead. We'll do a little quick analysis here on what is going on today. Obviously, we had, as you can see, this big bullish green candle. So we had some CPI news, which occurred at 8:30, which this is the 8:30 candle. I personally would not trade CPI news because if you went ahead and you tried taking a sell there, then you would have lost a lot of money. But it is a beautiful bullish candle, and we have a beautiful bullish bias in the market because of this beautiful bullish candle. So we will see what happens. But I'm also aware of it possibly coming back and wanting to retake all of that buying power. So we'll go ahead and see what the market wants to do, and we will play by ear, obviously. All right, so we'll just do a little of that right now. Obviously, we're on a little zonage that I have drawn from the past to be worried about. If we can get past this and use this level as support, then that would be beautiful to keep on moving upwards. But I also am looking at these levels here from where we kind of bounced off and then created this sort of resistance on the top. So we'll have to see how it wants to react to that. Also being aware of these levels down here lower. You can see that we've got, 2-3 bounces off of this level, this zone area, and then got to be aware of this. If we're going to come lower, possibly use this as resistance on the bullish side and start moving lower. Then we got to be aware of this level and this low down here, which could possibly be used as support. But if we want to break through that, then we should be free and clear to come and retrace down to this CPI and that lower area right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and why can't I draw? That is weird. I think my computer's just acting up. There we go. Okay, so we got our drawing now. Don't know what that was, but that's fine. So we got our contract set up already. We're on market order just in case we got to click the button real quick and get in our trades. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's look at yesterday. I will go ahead and move this bullish trend, and we'll see if that's even still in effect because of the news that we just had and all of last night's price action and this morning's price action. So here was our great trade that I sadly took off stream. I had taken it practically, I want to say, here we are, 10:30, and I think I got off stream at like 10-ish, a little after 10 possibly, so like right around here. And then we had a lot of buying power, and I was on my demo account, just trading. I was kind of gambling on the demo account. I was having a little bit of fun, blow off some steam. But we went ahead and we started to get into these buys, and I was still watching on TradingView price action while I was trading on my demo account through my phone. And we came up and we broke our trend line, which was not this yellow one. Okay, come on. Which was here, right? We broke our trend line. And so I entered the trade immediately. No hesitation on that. I actually went ahead and swung out of bed to come and enter the trade because our strategy presented itself. So we got to get in the trade following our rules. And then I kept the trailing stop going, and then we got out of the trade, right? It was, 3.2. So right around 3.2 where we had our trailing stop. Get hit. And then price came lower all the way down. You could see that I still had my trend line in the same spot. So it broke again, went to around the same price level. So we could have gotten in on trade there if we wanted to. But technically we would have had to have moved the trend line where it is at this point now. And then I drew this yellow one so that we could just look at it real quick this morning. But we could draw a new trend line, new downward trend line. We could see how we came lower. We kind of consolidated over here. And then when we came up again, obviously you can see we're moving up, upwards trend, boom, boom, boom. This level we don't need anymore. Moving upwards. And then we break this trend line, or this trend line that we drew after this peak and then this peak as well. You could have drawn a trend line down here and possibly gotten in earlier if you wanted to. But this would have been a good entrance. And then we broke our daily. This is the day trend line for like the last couple weeks. So this is a very heavy weighted trend line. So we broke that again. So if we want to be safe, get into an entrance on that, then you go ahead and you see it resists going under the trend line again, which is a good sign. And it goes 5R. Basically to the top, it hits it a few times. So if you were trailing that stop, most likely would have gotten like 4 or 4.5 possibly. And then, you could have kept doing your trend lines, kept doing your support and resistance, and see what you could have made of the price action moving forward. But that's about what had happened yesterday after getting off the stream. It was a really good trade, really good spot. We were looking for that break on that daily trend line. And we got it. We didn't get this big move, right? Because had we, it would have been nice. Let's go back and for shits and giggles, we'll look. Obviously, would have been nice to catch that 8.5, 8R, right? So that's 8 times whatever we were risking, which is 500. So 8 times 500, $4,000. So that would have been nice to grab. But as you could see, it went ahead and our stop loss is really tight, right? still we're doing about 12.5 points for our stop loss, which is a pretty tight stop loss on NQ, when you can see just these 2 candles or these 3 candles right after our trade that are basically 12 points by themselves. So we do got a tight stop loss. We are looking for that momentum, and we want to make sure that we're getting in and out of the market quickly, right? So again, not a bad trade. This I still have bullish bias because our trend line break is still in effect. So I feel that we have good buyer momentum. So we could keep moving upwards, and that'll be interesting to go ahead and see if we can go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and let's mark. It was right around here. And I will mark it. We'll do that color because I don't think that color will be too bad. Text break of daily. Time is it? Oh, 1 minute. Break of daily bearish trend line. All right, so we'll just keep that in mind when we're moving forward. So it moves. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, that might actually piss me off. I don't know if I like that. Okay, it's out of my way. I can't see it. So yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's see what we can do. Obviously we didn't get into these trades yet because it is not past 9:30, and we don't want to hit that volatility, that initial candle volatility, especially after this big bullish candle. We don't know what's going to happen on the 9:30 ring coming up in 10 seconds now. All righty. I feel like a sports announcer for the stock market, for NASDAQ. Okay, the buyers are now coming. Sellers are coming in. Sellers are coming in. Taking out those stop losses. Looking for the lower prices here, right? Looking for lower prices. Try to get into some buys possibly. That's what they're looking for. What will the buyers do? Are the buyers going to fight back? You can see too. This is if you don't know what a fair value gap is, this is a fair value gap. So there's just a lot of money that's sitting here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the best person to go ahead and talk about fair value gaps because I don't fully understand them. But basically, price likes to go ahead and fill these sort of gaps. If there was no, that's another thing that I like to trade is price gaps. So if there's a jump in price and there's an actual gap where the candles aren't touching, price action and traders like to go ahead and fill those gaps just psychologically. But same with this. There's just this big gap in price action, this big push. So there's a lot of money sitting here, a lot of orders, buy orders, people that are still in their trade. So it's a good spot for price to come out and wipe out those orders and take that money. All right, adjusting trend line, obviously for that volatility. Good, that's looking good. Looks like we might consolidate for a little while. If so, I think we want to draw our turtle shell. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Boom, we're getting a break. We're getting a break. Is that going to be a break of that high? Because we might get into that if that's a break of this high. That is a break. All right. Hesitating. Why are we hesitating? And that's what you get for hesitating. Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's what you get for hesitating. Guys, we just learned such a valuable lesson.
You learn it all the time, Alex.
Such a valuable lesson right there. Don't hesitate. Still.
Well,
Yeah.
now you hesitate.
Now I hesitate, yeah.
You were in it. You wouldn't have that belt.
Guys, we just learned a valuable lesson. Hesitating is good.
You're just switching up.
Just switch gears completely. Hold up.
Don't really know now.
Oh, this would have been nice because now it just used that like zone as like a support level.
Hesitating is bad.
Hesitating is bad. Again. Part 2, hesitating is bad. The buyers are back in. It is breaking my trend line. I'm not liking this though. I think if we can get a break of this high. I feel like that's waiting so long though. Like you just should have gotten in on that first break. Once again, hesitating is good, guys. Hesitating is good. We're just gonna delete that. So we're gonna go ahead and wait and see what price wants to tell us, because obviously they're being bit indecisive. Traders being a bit indecisive. So you can see not too shabby that we didn't get into that trade. You got to remember too, we've got a 12-point stop loss, so not a lot of wiggle room, at all. So it is important that the trades that we are taking, we are being precise with our entries, and we are trying to get moving entries, volume pushed entries, right, with a lot of volume in our direction, in the direction that we're aiming, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. All right, so this is the turtle shell that I was talking about. I'll go ahead. I will change the color if I can. Okay, I like that break. See maybe if we get down a little lower. All right. Whoa. I got in at a drop in price. So we will see what happens. Was not expecting that. Let's start watching Tradeovate for our candles, because TradingView has that lag, that beautiful lag that we love. 130. Okay, let's see what happens. We're going to play it out. We're going to hold. There we go. There's that volume we love. There's that volume we don't love going in the opposite direction. Either way, we got in our trade. So let's see what we do, see what happens. We're getting close to that stop loss. We're going to get hit. We got our negative 210 down here, if you can see it in the bottom right corner. But we're still up from our day yesterday, from our trade yesterday. We might go ahead and we might move that stop loss up. You know, maybe we don't lose as much money. And then let's take this bad boy off of our screen. Also this bad boy off of our screen. All right, if we get hit, we get hit. Why are you teasing me? There we go. All right. Stop hit. Whoa. Not fun. Too eager for those buys. So we'll go ahead and see if these sells want to perform. We're going to break these lows. We're going to break we're in the sells, where again it is going ahead and it is going in the opposite direction. We might have gotten stuck in a chop, just a chop, the chop of the day, which would really stink. Yep. And we're going to get stopped out. And that there, guys, is how you lose all your profits in 2 trades.
Yeah. To fuck that.
Great. All right. I guess we're going to slow it down. Slow it down. What a trading day, bro. I just wanted to play ping pong, dude. All right, we're going to be ready for these sells again. There's not only one indicator on my screen. Do I not have a stop loss? Andy, how do you add a stop loss?
Don't you just click on where
Where?
you want it to be? Dude, grab the S and then drag it up.
What S? It's not there.
What's that?
That's a reverse position.
Well, no, apparently you don't have.
Doesn't make any sense.
Did you not click the button?
I guess not. Stupid.
You should be able to add it though.
That's what I thought. I thought it just like put.
It does.
It didn't.
Dang. You should have gotten out when it was high profit.
That wasn't like.
Well, I mean, it wasn't crazy. But like, you got out.
Well, I
of
was
zero.
gonna trail my stop loss. It was better to get out of zero. Would have hit my stop loss.
Yeah, but still, we should have had the stop loss checked.
Dude, what is price doing? Is it just stop loss hunting? Because that would suck.
That would suck. Alex, you just got in at a giant little, not giant, but little projection. So why is trading view so like
Why?
robotic?
If we get hit, I think that's my day right there.
Should be.
Yeah. It's gonna hit me.
It's rejecting. It's gonna be a tiny doji.
I would have preferred that to be red.
Well, yeah. Now it's gonna hit you.
Dude, what kind of crazy buying pressures at that price?
A lot. It doesn't want to reverse the candle that happened at 8:30. So I don't think it's gonna go lower than that. But I guess we'll see. Because the market is unpredictable.
Welcome to Jurassic Market. Candle building class. Here's your wax. Here's your wick. And let's just burn a bunch
There
of
you
price
go.
action for no reason. Real quick.
You needed that out.
Drop.
It's kind of going.
Drop.
There you go.
Find me two. Find me two. Find me three. Are we there?
I don't know.
Almost.
kind of coming back.
Shit. I'll drop out like 1.5 ish. Might get hit. Drop. This lag on TradingView is really
Just got a hold for
it's-
another
it's irking me.
15, 10. Question is how low,
I'm at 2R on trailing stop.
how low does it go?
4R, not yet. 2.5 will be somewhere like here.
I don't think it goes the whole way. It might though.
Do I drop at 2.5? Do I drop at 2.5?
It's okay.
Too late.
Too late.
2.4 is where it's at on the trailing stop.
I think you get hit.
Nice.
Well, you made back what you lost.
3. What was it? What was it at here? 3.7.
Damn, Alex.
What was that? 500 times 3.7. It's gonna keep moving lower.
It's almost like you trade. It's more than you trade yesterday.
1.8. I should have just gotten out. I should have trailed it to 3. That's okay. Well, I basically just undid my mess up from this morning. All right. So we got out of the trade. How'd you do that? Oh, I see. It looks like right here is where we got out of the trade. So we'll just keep watching it. That one that the line I just deleted was the 3R line. So that was like right. So times 3. That was right here. So arguably would have been nice if we had trailed our stop to that 3R because we were basically at 4R. 3.7 was like basically at 4R. But as you could see, we went ahead and we got out right where price is kind of wanting to reverse, kind of wanting to create a resistance level. So not terrible. Didn't cover the whole candle. Done trading. Eddie? Done trading.
You should be.
Should be. All right, we will stop trading for today, so we don't make any boo-boos. But we'll go ahead and watch this. If I was looking to get into another trade for today, would most likely be this kind of breakdown here. If we could break these lows on these wicks, obviously this low down here on that wick, would be some good entries to keep shooting to cover this fair value gap, and then get down here to this level here, which it most likely will do. It'll just take some time. So we'll be looking either at breaking this bullish just for this morning's price action, or I mean bearish trend line for this morning's bullish price action, or this I think this one is a daily bullish trend that I have. So yeah, so we'll just keep watching. Definitely put an alert on our most eager position. Arguably over trading this morning, possibly. We got a lot of executions. I think we had 4 trades in total. So we did have our entry here for that first trend line break, which I think, I mean, obviously hindsight would have been nice to wait here. Possibly could have waited here as well for both of these because we were in those kind of resistance areas, areas that could create those resistance levels. So these last 2 were most likely our saving grace. And had we just taken these, you know, we could have made something for today. But we basically went ahead and we just undid the mess up that we had this morning with those first two trades. I don't know what happened on that third one where I wasn't able to put my stop loss. I am aware that I didn't click for my stop, so I didn't click this button when I entered that trade. That's because that had broken that trend line, and I just wasn't. I was kind of zoned in. I wasn't paying attention to price. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So we didn't get that click there, but we were able to still get in on that trade, and we zeroed out, or we broke even there, which is fine. So I'm not too worried about that. But that definitely would have hit our stop loss had we not were we not paying attention and were we not aware of what was going on. So definitely good thinking on our feet right there. And then this trade again with that same trend line break. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, it gave us our strategy. It presented our strategy. It presented our execution pattern. So we went ahead and we executed the trade. I will say I was kind of shitting bricks here on this one because we were already down from the money that we made yesterday, and that third one just didn't work out, and it was going to hit our stop. So this fourth one I just executed because that's our strategy. We take the trades when they present, when they follow your rules, you know. And you know, we caught a bit of a banger. I'm glad that I could kind of show you guys how that looks and what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. And I got my brother here to tell me what to do when I'm being stupid, so that's helpful. But I'm glad we were able to kind of show this big move, this big push, almost 4R, almost capturing 4R, and definitely learning from the mistakes back here from earlier in the morning, from the earlier trades, the first three trades, and then that fourth one, you know, getting that redemption. Not necessarily. I will say the second one kind of felt like revenge trading, but these last two were more of the strategy presented itself, execute. And then the fourth one, I didn't want to take it. Like I did not want to take the fourth one, but I'm surprised that I clicked the button. And we did kind of hesitate on that entry too, because you could see price wiggled around a bit there. Now you could see too our exit was pretty good, but obviously again learning experience would have been nice to trail that stop and possibly next time catch 3R, possibly next time catch 3.5R. But I'm going to be completely honest, I wasn't even focused on the money value. I was just focused on the risk to reward ratio and this number that we were at that moment. So I was just focused on trailing my stop, wasn't focused on the money value. But had we seen what that money was, had we seen that 1,800 down here, most likely would have trailed that to 3 and been okay with taking 3R if we got hit on our trailing stop. So definitely a good trade. It is hindsight now that I am saying that. So had it kept on going lower, then I probably would have been pissed. But you're not gonna know until after the dust settles. So we traded how we could. We got into our strategies. We played in the market. You got to pay to play, and that's what we did with these first two trades. With this second one being more so of a revenge trade, but we could see the consolidation, and then we went ahead and we still executed, even though we were a bit skeptical and we weren't really sure what was going to happen. But that's how it works. That's how trading works. Like I said, probably gonna back away from trading anything very soon. We'll see if I get that alert possibly on this hit. I'm still looking for these buys on the daily, so I don't think I want to put an alert on this one. Excuse me. Looks like we've already got this alert. Let's see. Okay, so I went ahead and I put an alert again on the daily trend line, the bearish daily trend line, which has a couple weeks of price action under it. So we'll see if we can get up here, possibly breaking this level. So coming up here, doing God knows whatever we gotta do over here, right? Break this trend line, boom, break. whatever we gotta do, da da da, and then break this level, use it as support, and then come up high. I would like to see something. Obviously, that's way too many lines. So we'll do less lines. My bad. So like this, something like this, break, support, uh, another boom, like that. So get in possibly up here. Put our stop loss is that's 68. So kind of have it a little. It'll be a little above that. And then depending on how far it goes, but around this zone. And I think we should be sitting pretty if we can get into a trade like that. Look, you can see how quick that trade was too. Price just went ahead and turned around quick. I was gonna see like if we can form some sort of trend. I don't really like doing like really short 1 minute trends like this because you never know. You never know if this break is just another high, right? Like if you had drawn this trend, right? And then you bought it, you're going to be kind of sitting in some chop for a little while. I mean, it does eventually go higher, but you're only looking at 5 minutes of a trend. That's just 5 minutes of a trend. So it's not anything crazy, not anything uh, super substantial. So, this is about 15 minutes of price action. So, the trend line the trend isn't as heavily weighted. It's only 15 minutes. Like, yeah, this is a big move um, in hindsight, but you're not gonna be able to capture everything. Yeah, this is a big move. These last two candles are pretty decently sized, but you're not gonna be able to see that, or you're not gonna be able to predict that on these trends that are really small like this, right? Um, our trend line from this morning's trade that we had just taken, I think I had it over here. Probably shouldn't have deleted it, but I think it was over here, and we were looking at all of this. So just all of this morning, that's almost an hour of price action. So I feel good with that. And then we obviously went ahead and we had this consolidation zone. So I was feeling comfortable with if we went ahead and we broke one of these highs or lows that we were going to go ahead and kind of push in that direction for a decent amount of time. But again, like that's why we have these trailing stops, right? Because these trailing stops, I'll be able to place that and just trail it down and follow price to where I can, right? Which we were able to follow it to here to 2.6 something, I think it was. So we were able to follow it to there, right? Had it kept on going lower and that volume was there, it was pushing lower, then we would have been able to keep trailing and catch as much as that move as we possibly can. But I'm not going to be able to tell that 3.7 was the top, or that this wick or this price was going to be the high or the low of that move. I'm not able to do that. I'm not a superhero. So it was a good exit. It was a good trade, and I'm glad we were able to capture that. Just because I wanted to go ahead and kind of have something on here on my page that's showing a trade like that. I know I just started being like more consistent the last week, and then this week as well. But I don't want you guys thinking like, oh, like he's making money when he's not actually streaming, or he's not showing us all of his trades, or this and that. So maybe a little bit of that got into my head, a little bit of that psychology was in there, and we kind of went ahead and overtraded a little bit because of that, because I wanted to show you guys, some moves, show you guys a good trade. So we'll go ahead and we'll meditate on that and try and figure that out, so we don't feel that taking a trade pressure to go ahead and have to take a trade on these streams, or try to take each trade. But I will say I did take this last one because we were on stream, because I was like, all right, well, I mean, that's my strategy, so we got to get in the trade because that's my strategy, right? But you could see too, these two that we had gotten into, they just weren't, they didn't work out, and arguably the trend line wasn't too beautiful, I guess you could say, or whatever half-ass excuse you want to make. But I mean, we went ahead and we traded our strategies, um, and we took this one, and it went well. And that's basically how it is. That's what trading is. You take your chances, you pay to play. You put up the risk and you reap the reward if the trade is good and if the profit's there, and if the volume's there, right? Um, so yeah, see real quick. I use this. You can see how we use this level, this resistance level. This I used it here as support, right? And then now we're using it, broke through it, and now we're using it as support again, but now going up. So pretty interesting. We're probably going to get this trend line break. So we will sit on here a bit longer. What time is it? 10:05. We'll sit on here a bit longer. I won't try and yap too much, but we'll sit on here and see maybe if we get this trend line break, see what it does, and then see if we start to get like this support here, and then possibly if we get this break up here, then I think we'll be able to get into an execution. Get into an execution. Might if we do end up getting into an execution, I might want to size down, go like one contract, and maybe do and I want to do that. I want to try. I want to see. Maybe do 100. So that would be 25-point stop loss with a one con, and see how much of this move we're able to capture. I mean, obviously the profit isn't going to be as substantial because we're only trading one contract, and now we have to move a further distance. Um, but I just want to see, how much of this runner we can get, and I want to give it a little bit of leeway because I'm getting ready to go to the gym soon, so I'm not going to be able to be sitting here and watching my trade play out on the computer, unless obviously it plays out extremely quickly, which I hope not, because we want to try and get a runner. We want to try and get that volume, get that trend, and move up and get a lot of this move. Arguably too, if I have a larger stop loss, it'll take me longer to get to my multiples. So like once I go ahead and I get to 1R, right? Now I have to go ahead and move a whole 25 points again until we get to 2R. So then when I put my trailing stop at 1R, right? Now we've got 25 points of wiggle room for price to breathe and do whatever it wants, and then go ahead and blow up if it wants to. Again, like I was saying, like I just feel with NQ specifically, I don't know about any other markets, but at least with NQ, 12 points is not a lot for a stop loss. You're basically like you're flipping a coin there, thinking, price has that's more than 12 points. So let me show you. This is 12 points right here, or 12.5 point stop loss is from here as an entry to here. So like basically this entire candle is our stop loss. So in one candle you can get hit. I mean, obviously you can get hit on for a 25-point stop loss as well with one candle, but you're giving yourself some breathing room at least. These candles are pretty substantial. 75 to that's just about 25 points right there on this candle alone. So I mean 12 is cutting it short, and what was I gonna say? There's not really anything to say besides it's cutting it short. It's really close. It's a close stop loss. Um, but obviously that's gonna make the profit a little bit better too. I am gonna be taking a course hopefully today if I got the energy. But it's like an hour long from ASFX. My boy Austin Silver, he went ahead and built a futures trading course, and I want to go ahead and take that, just brush up on my knowledge, kind of see how he's implementing it too, because he trades the same prop firm that I've been trading, and he hopped into futures a little later than me, but he's already doing very well. So I want to see what he does and what he practices while doing futures trading specifically. But I mean, he's the one that taught me how to trade. I learned trading forex, foreign exchange market, all last year, 2023. So all last year I was practicing trading on the foreign exchange market with ASFX and a couple other uh, courses that I had taken. But him, like I've met him, I've talked to him, we've spoken a couple times, and he's a great guy, and he knows how to trade, and we get along very well. So I definitely want to see what he has, what he brings to the table. Uh, in the futures market specifically, because not to say that I'm struggling or anything, but obviously, he's been a trader for 6, 7, 8 years now, 10 years now. I know that was a really big gap, but somewhere in there, he's been a trader for a really long time, and he's been making money and he's been doing it. So, we got to see what successful traders bring to the table and what he thinks, especially in the futures market because he's a bit new to it, but he's already finding that success. So. Want to go ahead and take from him, learn from him as much as I can, and see what I can go ahead and implement into what I'm doing now. Kind of adapt my strategy and adapt how I'm feeling. The reason I did decide to take this 150K challenge was because it's the one that he's taking. So he already has, I think, two 150K, and then he's kind of playing around with those two, and then he's got a couple 50K, and then I know he lost one recently, but besides the point, obviously, again, you could see just like today, it's not going to be all wins. You're not going to win every trade. You're not going to win every challenge. You're not going to be in profit every challenge. You're not going to be able to get payouts on every challenge. So, just like today, I went ahead and I took these trades that, you go ahead and you hope, which hope is terrible for a trader, by the way, because that goes ahead and it puts you in a mindset that you're being hopeful and that you think a trade is going to play out in your favor, when this is all strategic. This is all systematic based, right? It's all, what's the word? The other S word, statistical. It's all statistical. It's all mathematics. It's all it's literally all finance. It's just money. That's all it is. And then price action is going to move in the direction that it wants to. The price action is moving where all the other traders' money is, and in the direction that they're trading. So if you're following the herd, then you'll make money, and that's all it is. So might as well take education and learn from people that know what they're doing, and they have that same drive, and they have that same passion for this industry, and not just the money side of it. So yeah, but like I said, so you could see here that it's not always going to be winning. I'm not always going to have these runners. Yeah, it would have been nice for these two trades to be the only trades we took today. Yeah, it would have been nice for this trade to be the only trade that we took today on the sell, and then we would have been up like $3,000 on our challenge. But that's not what happened. We got into these trades because they followed our system. Again, we learned a bit, because it was like, okay, well, we could have waited until we stopped consolidating, until maybe we got like a retest and we got a little confirmation, but that just comes with it. You're gonna learn these lessons. I thought he died. What? That was crazy.
He died. It would have smelled real quick.
You good?
Yeah, he's chilling, pal.
All right. So, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying.
Consolidation.
Yeah, that we could have gotten in. We could have seen that we were in this consolidation, and possibly gotten into the trade where we did. But again, that's arguable. That's hindsight, and that's after the fact. You're going to learn these lessons when you're executing trades, when you're actually in the market. You're demo trading. Recommend demo trading before live trading. You don't want to lose real money. You don't want to be playing around with real money, unless you're willing to lose it. Unless you're fine with losing that money. Unless you like gambling and you just want to gamble your money away, then I guess go ahead. But I would go ahead and recommend demo trading even before taking challenges, trying to get funding, because again, you're just going to be giving your money to these companies if you don't know what you're doing, at least a little bit. Again, I'm not saying I'm a trading guru. I'm not saying, oh my God, I make millions of dollars, I make thousands of dollars a day. We still struggle. We don't have a payout yet. But we're learning every day. We're getting better every day. We learn these lessons, right? And yesterday and today, we just had like two of our biggest trades back to back. So this is like two of our biggest trades that I've ever done back to back. Actually trading a system and like actually strategy trading and trading with intent. So both 1,700 yesterday, and then this one was I could double check real quick. How do I double? I don't think I can check that, can I?
Just look in there.
No, my P&L, well, because I was negative this morning. So my P&L is 125.
Can't you check on TradingView? Just open the bottom. Does it not tell you that?
Mm-hmm. Either way. So we had our two biggest trades: trading a system, trading strategically, trading with intent. So I mean that's pretty cool, you know. Even though those aren't payouts yet, even though that's not real, just yet. But you know, it's for a funding challenge. We're staying afloat in the challenge, uh, and we're up a bit. We're up now 1,365. So that's better than being the negative 1,000 that we were uh, from the profit that we took yesterday, and these two trades that we went ahead and we took today. So you know we're keeping our head afloat. We took a little over, I want to say like 200 in profit just for the day. The math gets a little weird with like the commissions and stuff, and since Trade of Eight and Top Step, since Top Step is a trading challenge, but then Trade of Eight wants to give you like demo commissions. So like when I'm looking on Top Step dashboard, the number is different from what Trade of Eight tells me, and then obviously like uh, Trade of Eight and TradingView are connected, so that number's it's close enough, but yeah, so there's a little difference with all the commissions and all the different platforms while doing the challenge, which makes it odd and makes it a little difficult to kind of show you guys like, oh, like this is what's going on, or this is what I did today, right? Because TradingView is telling me 1,365, Top Step's telling me 1,239, but that has to update today. I still think that needs to update. And then again on the P&L for Trade like on the Trade platform, it's a little different. So you know, just a little odd, but work on your quirks, figure it out. You figure it out. Look at that. Look at that. So you would have gotten stopped. I had placed it over here because I had broken the trend line where you would have gotten stopped. You would have gotten hit. So that would have been negative 500. Would have gotten in the trade again on this break if you're being a systematic trader, right? And let's see what it does. And then, like I said, we'll go ahead, we'll watch. We might size down if we're going to go ahead and get into this. Whoa, that would have been a major accident. I hit 4, not 1. That would have been bad. Let's make sure that says buy. So we'll see. Again, we'll see what price does. If we go ahead and we break this daily, I might go ahead and actually set just a limit order. So it goes ahead and it executes without my doing. But I think 1 unit's good. That'll still keep us above that because we'll be going ahead and we'll be risking 250 with our 12-point stop. So that'll keep us above $1,000 in the challenge for today. Let's go ahead and watch. We will listen. Do I gotta play like Zen music? No, definitely not. I like the sound of my voice. I don't. Just keep talking. Just keep educating. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that moving. That should be 1R already. Yeah. Past 1R. That's crazy. So you see the crazy thing is let's say that we got in this trade over here that I was showing you, and it hit our stop, we would have been negative 500, right? Because of this trade, because it hit our stop. Then here, now we're up 500, and let's just say that it goes ahead and it hits 2R. So if it goes ahead and it hits 2R, this trade would be plus 1,000. If our trailing stop, if we do our trailing stop, and or if we take at 2R, right, it would be 1,000, right? So like if it went to 3 or if it went to 2.5 and then we trail our stop to 2, then it's plus 1,000, right? So even had we taken this trade and we took our loss, but then we go ahead and we take this one, we're up by $500, right? On the whole account for today, just because we went ahead and we took our trade again, right? Even though it's the same trade, and then the first one didn't work out, the second one works out, right? So just like this over here. And again, you got to remember we got a tight stop loss. So like if the stop loss was 100 ticks, which would be the 25 points that I was talking about, the quarter, 25 points. Let me not take quarter. The 25 points, right? Then you would have still been in the trade. Yes, it's got to run longer to get you into that profit level that you're looking for, but you're still in that trade. You're giving this trade wiggle room. You're giving it breathing room, right? So yeah, it came in, it got really close. But if you go ahead and you hold it through the struggle, through the drawdown, then it breaks again, and then it starts to move upwards, right? So even then, that's something to learn. That's something to take away, and that might be something, we have to adapt, and we have to become and figure out, hey, what do we got to critique? What do we got to change in our trading style? And a stop loss sizing, as in the distance of our stop loss, might have to change, right? Which will change the money that we're risking. So we need to figure out, what contract size do I want to trade now? Do I have to go maybe to the micros, and I just need to trade 10 cons, 15 cons on micros to go ahead and get that same, close to that same price or risk management level that I was trading when I had that 12-point stop, right? But now I can go ahead and I can do a larger stop because I'm risking less money. So you got to go ahead and you got to math that out. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out how it's going to work for your strategy, how it's going to work for you, and if you're going to be comfortable, putting on that risk at certain levels like that. Crazy. Look at that. It's crazy. I mean, it's just trading, really. So I guess it's not crazy. I'm just saying it's crazy. But it's just I'm just saying it's crazy, but I look at this every day, and this shit happens every day, so it's not crazy. It's my, I think it's crazy that we didn't take these trades. But I said I wasn't going to take these trades. The only one that I am for today, if I do take another one, would be this breakup here. So we're going to go ahead, and I think we might put a limit on this one. We do got our 250, so I'm not worried. So we're going to just do an even number, 48. So 18548. 18548. We got our units. USD risk is not going to be 650. You are crazy. It's going to be 250. What? Oh, whoa. That's going to be 1. This is going to be 250. There we go. And that puts us at our 12.5. That puts us at 12.5 ticks. That makes sense. Never mind, team. It makes sense that puts us at 12.5 ticks because the reason that we risk 500 is because of the 2 contracts. Which means realistically, if I wanted to do 25 points, which is 100 ticks, I would be risking $125. But I can't change that. Because if I move my ticks higher, which is my stop loss, that'll go ahead and bring the price up. So like let's say I did this, I went to 25, that brings it to 500. I can't trade, I'm at 1 unit, I'm at the lowest unit for micros. So we would either have to take it with this 12, or we've got to put up that 500. And I'm not putting up that 500. So I think we would take it with that 12. You can see how it's coming down. That's why it's important to show that stop, right? Because you could have captured at least 1, or if anything, which would have negated this one completely, right? Because you would have made plus 500, would have completely negated this -1 over here. So important to trail your stop. Important to know what's going on in the market and play it by ear. You gotta be a part. You gotta get your skin in the game. You gotta actually execute trades. You gotta be a part of it to see what's going on and feel it out. Woo. See what it does here. I guess the market liked my drawing, right? If anything, I want to see like if we can get close, because if we can get the execution on stream, at least we do that. But you can tell how the volume, how the volatility's kind of gone down a bit, which is, I mean, the further along it gets in the day, realistically, like after that CPI news, there was just so many trades executed, right? Realistically, again, this year, so many people, even this dip too, but mostly this, I would say. So many people lost money here. So many people made money here. So those people that lost money are now contemplating life. Those people that made money are now assessing and planning life based on that. So a lot of those traders just pulled out and they're done for the day. So you can see volume, how quickly we're moving. It's not really there. That volatility is not there. These volume pushes aren't there, right? Not as much so as earlier over here when the bell rang and obviously our news candles. But yeah, so I mean, obviously the later in the day it gets, kind of affects the market. It's also getting really close to lunchtime, so now everybody's going to start. All the traders are going to start going on break, going to start eating lunch, so kind of slows the roll. What do you eat?
What's going on? You want to check my homework grades? Let's see. I am still going to school. While I do this, and while I work overnight, and while I barely sleep, and while I look for a second job, and while I plan on building a business. We are doing all of it. You don't know why? Because my name's Alexander. Alexander the Great. Can't hold me down. No sir. No ma'am. Oh, I thought I was sharing my homework screen. I was like, what? No, I do not want to share. Do not want to share my homework screen. It'd be crazy. Excuse me. All right, so we've got our buy stop order is now placed.
The hell did you just do?
Buy stop order. One con right here. See if we get that break on this daily trend line again. Break on the high of day as well. Let's see if we can ride that into the day. Ride that into the sunset. What?
It's gym time.
It is gym time soon. Are you work too?
No.
Oh, so we got 2R right there. Here comes volume. Don't get excited. Don't get excited.
Thank you. Oh, stop. What?
Buy stop.
Oh.
That'd be crazy.
If it touches and goes straight down,
That would be crazy, would it not?
it would be.
It could.
It could.
It could.
Damn, that shit is so robotic.
It really is. That's why I got Trade Away over here.
Do you have a line where you?
Well,
you do.
maybe that blue line. I don't
That
know.
is that blue line. That blue line's your entrance, but it doesn't show you your
It's
stop. Where'd you stop at?
right here.
Is it still 500?
It's the second wick. No, it's 250. I just did one con. So we'll be above water if it does take a loss. Be above $1,000.
Spot. He's gonna throw up.
Yo, get out.
Spot. Go.
Get out. No.
Do it. Do
Are
it.
you gonna throw up?
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
He threw up. Whatever.
Spot. No.
Spot. Don't forget eat it. Huh? Come on.
Volume is coming down. No. Why? Oh, why? Should I even move my stop closer?
Did they give him pills?
Do I move my stop closer? That's being a chicken.
Or didn't you give it 25 so it could wiggle?
I didn't give it 25. I would have had to have gone on to minis for that.
How much is it?
12.
You say 12 points though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it hits, it hits.
Are we up? Are we under? Are we up? Are we under? Pick, bruh. And there come the buyers. And there come the buyers. Baby shark, do 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 do. And there come the buyers. Buyers? Buyers.
Looks like they're slowing down here.
They slowed down. They slowed.
What the fuck was that?
That was so late. That was the latest alert ever.
Oh, vibrate.
That was so late.
Damn, Alex.
Like I wouldn't. That would have been it. Oh, it's on candle close.
Yeah,
That's
Yes.
why. That's why. I'll fix that.
that's on you.
Jeez. Thank goodness we stayed. Thank goodness we stayed here. Buyers. Buyers.
Where's one on?
Right where the red line is.
Are you break evening or do you not do that?
Yeah, we can do that. I just feel like it's gonna shoot down though.
What?
Buyers. Oh shit! Cancel stop loss order. That'd be crazy.
What?
So you have to execute your. If I didn't, so like on that other one where I
Wait.
didn't have the stop,
Yeah.
I would have had to have
Execute
created a
just-
sell stop.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's kind of very similar to Ninja Trader and Trader Vate. All right. Look, dude. Look how much. Look, I didn't even change the line.
I feel like there's too many dips though.
There's way too many dips, but look at it. Look how crazy
see
it is. It's like
I
almost.
see it.
I'm like almost like Alex FHG, bro. I like draw it and then it does it. Wow, it's crazy. Buyers, buyers. Where are the buyers? Stop loss at 0.5 maybe.
Just keep it at break even, bro.
I mean, how long do we want to sit here? Though?
It's a 250 trade, right?
I guess, but that's break
So, like-
even, so it's gonna cost me commissions.
Be 125. I mean, sure, you could 0.5 it. I feel like it's just gonna hit it though.
Well, apparently I can't even grab it, so
Man, just leave it there, bro.
it's gonna stay there. I can't even grab it.
There you go. You definitely can. It's behind it.
Yeah. That's so dumb.
You can definitely grab it.
You just almost reversed that shit.
You know what, Diddy? You gotta like.
Give me that shit. I'll do it. I'll do it if you
Alright,
fucking
fine.
reverse the shit. I'm gonna kill you.
What the fuck just happened?
Jesus Christ.
I had it there first. You just hold it over, hover. Yeah.
Alright.
That's how you do it.
Just to make it easy to grab.
Sellers.
No. Buyers. Buyers. Why is that working?
It's not. It's not.
Yes, it is.
Alex, you don't control shit.
Buyers. No. Buyers. Andy.
Alex.
Low key market wizard, bro. Buyers.
You're not past 1 on.
No. The 1R is the top one.
Oh, I thought it was that red one. I got so many red lines, bro.
Buyers, because I know how to read. This one is a trend line, I think.
One of them's a trend line.
Buyers.
Wow.
I'm a market wizard.
Are you? I wouldn't
All right,
claim it.
we'll go 0.5 now.
Yeah. That is so robotic. I don't like that at
I
all.
don't like it at all. It is terrible. Like I'm gonna have to call trading people. Buyers. Fucking doji.
What's going on? Isn't that the high of the day?
Yes,
Okay.
it's making the high of the day.
Ah, okay. Alright.
You see?
Honestly,
I'm a fucking market wizard.
in my personal opinion,
1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're definitely not 1.
No, we'll keep it. This is 1.
Yes, I see that. You're not going to 1.
Not stop.
You shouldn't go to 1 until it at least hits
Buyers.
1.5 or 2.
It's definitely a 1.5.
Is it?
That was 1.5 right there.
Go for it. Fuck it.
Cop 250.
Cop 250, but
It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. Buyers.
yeah, it's
Why is it like low key working though?
starting to reverse.
It is starting to reverse. Why is it working though? Like when you, it was. This major candle, bro. I was that. I did that.
You did that.
I did that.
By saying-
I was buyers, and then it went up.
Commanded
Damn it! Why'd you? Damn it!
Commanded the people.
I
of the
did
world.
command the people of the world. Look at that. What was that? 250? Because it was 1 arm. Yeah, 250. Up.
Look at you.
1.5. 1.5 would have been nice.
It's fun.
400 ish. 250 is good though. 250 is good. Let's see. Give it. What time is it? We got a little bit. Let's see what happens real quick. See if it goes up a little higher. See what happens. Which one's my? That's my trend line. So I'll get rid of this one. I'll get rid of this one. We know where our exit was, and then I'll get rid of this one. This was the highs on the news over here. Oh wait, my
I
bad.
think it goes higher.
On the news over here.
Maybe.
It's gonna go higher.
Is it?
But we trailed that 1, so that's fine. It's gonna go higher.
Just a little bit.
No, it'll move. It'll move. This was a good trade. This was a good one.
Is that where you entered?
Yeah. Well, I put my limit a little higher than the trend line because the last few that I did like right at the trend line,
It like touches and reverses.
yeah, it touches and reverses. So I was like, if I can get like an actual break,
Yeah.
then I would like to get it. All right, so we'll see. We got out of the trade. Here, where I got my red line now. This one was our downtrend line, the one that it broke. Then we just put, like I said, that 1 con, 250. We used the stop order so that it executed without us having to do anything. We just had to set up, the prices that we wanted and everything, and that finishes our day up at 1,600. So we basically went ahead and lost almost all of our profit from yesterday. Made that back on our last trade, the previous one before this one, and then we went ahead and we took this trade, and we are up another 250. So in total, should be up about 500 for today. It's like right around there. I'll be able to tell you when it goes ahead and updates on the Top Step dashboard, which happens at 6 p.m. So we'll be able to get a good look at that, see kind of what happened, and then also go ahead and kind of analyze this trade. Obviously, in the morning, I'm not gonna go over this previous one because I think we went over this one decently, and we were kind of locked in. We were in the zone here, and you guys went ahead and saw this one. This one played out great, but I want to see when we get back on the market tomorrow how this plays out, and then also see if this like fair value gap area kind of gets hit, right? So we'll see if that gets hit. So I'll leave that circle there so you can see if this comes down lower. I don't think it will, not for a while, but it's always possible. Market's going to do whatever it wants to do, right? It's going to move however it wants to move, and obviously people are moving the market. But when you have a lot of people that are going ahead and executing trades at the same time, you get volume, you get pushes, up and down, swings, and it can be a bit unpredictable sometimes, just like how we got stuck in these consolidating areas earlier this morning. So yeah, I mean, besides that, pretty good trading day. We went ahead and we finished off green. And I mean, that's all you can ask for. Good trading day, good executions, following the strategy, and just swinging through the punches, and then working on it every day, executing every day, staying disciplined, and learning our lessons daily. But I think that's all I got for you guys. So I'll go ahead and I'll end it there. And
hope you guys learned a lot. I do want to go ahead and probably this weekend we'll go ahead and do some more content on how TradingView works, and possibly how we could go ahead and I want to show you guys, kind of obviously you can see how I trade, but I want to explain it a bit more, kind of explain my strategies a bit more, explain, a couple tools on TradingView that can be helpful and kind of a couple things that I look at, but yeah, looking good. It looks like it is going to keep on moving higher. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. But as you can see, it wicked out here at where we exited, obviously on this candle, but 2-3 more times basically. So our exit was good. This price was a good price point to get out on. So, not complaining. That was 250 that we didn't have before, and it was a great trade. We took our trade systematically at our break of our trend line. And if this goes ahead and runs, then we got more to learn. We got more to go ahead and try and critique and try and fix. So, oh no, wrong indicator. I just wanted to see. Is that the 10? Curious. Yeah, so it would have gotten wicked out there anyway. Or would have gotten wicked out here. Well, actually, that would have printed after the candle, but would have gotten wicked out here. So, no biggie, no biggie. Good trading, good day. And yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. And hopefully, you guys enjoyed the stream. And, you were able to learn a bit. If you got any questions, obviously, feel free to comment, reach out to me. And I go ahead and, help you guys out, answer any questions you have. And yeah, awesome.